So locker room cancer shit aside, Antonio Brown on the practice field is known as one of the hardest workers in the league. That's how he got to where he is from a 6th-round pick. And if we're speaking directly fit-wise, Antonio Brown is a damn near perfect fit for the New England Patriots system. I watched a ton of tape on Antonio Brown over the last few days, and let me just say this. People are starting to forget how good this guy really is. Because past a certain threshold of controversy, people begin to ignore an athlete's past production, and they figure he's not worth the hassle. But trust me, if Antonio Brown can get his stuff together, this is the most potent Patriots offense ever. That's right, the most potent Patriots offense ever. No more of that since 2007 rhetoric. This could be the best Patriots offense we've ever seen. The depth at every single level is just insane here. You've got one of the best young offensive lines in the league, probably the deepest running back core in the league, and now the deepest wide receiving core in the league, and some guy named Tom Brady at quarterback. This team is going to be very exciting come this year. So let's talk a little bit more about Antonio Brown himself. He's a top route runner in the league, and that doesn't just mean he specializes in any one depth. He runs every damn route in the route tree at every depth, and he runs all of them well. And the only other guys who could probably come close to that are maybe DeAndre Hopkins and Stephon Diggs. And even then, I'd say AB has a lot better yak off the immediate short routes like screens and shallow slants than them. And I'd argue he's much shiftier in getting his leverages right off the line. For medium and deep routes, including double moves, AB is still a top 3 route runner. His ability to improvise and find soft spots and zones when plays break down is just insane. He understands the concepts behind defenses, so he knows when to settle in zones, and he knows when to break through and continue running. Here's the thing, too. His route versatility means his role in the offense is really variable. And the fact that defenses will have to single team Antonio Brown, Julian Edelman, Josh Gordon, while someone like James White is going to be covered by a linebacker out of the backfield, means Brady can literally pass to anyone out of any personnel. And with better hybrid backs like Damian Harris, who's a power back who can still receive out of the backfield, we could run one of the best ground and pound offenses in the league, or one of the best air raid offenses in the league, all out of the same personnel within the same drive. There's literally no way for a defensive coordinator to completely out-scheme this offense, because that would literally involve out-scheming every possible variation an offense can take. And with Antonio Brown on the team, we now have every possible archetype for every skill position. We have a true number 1 wide receiver in Antonio Brown, a true X receiver in Josh Gordon, the league's best slot receiver in Edelman, a true Z receiver in Phillip Dorsett, and every single kind of versatile running back, both power and finesse, with Sony Michel, James White, Rex Burkhead, and Damian Harris, and all of them can receive as well. So when it comes to Antonio Brown's direct fit specifically in our offense, that's where things get really interesting. Because he won't have a single defined role like Edelman does, or like Dorsett does, where Edelman's the move the sticks kind of guy on short 5 to 10-yard hitches, and Dorsett's going to be the deep threat with deep curls, 15-yard curls. His role is going to vary very heavily from week to week, with some weeks relying on him to be a decoy so someone like Gordon and Edelman can get loose, while others may feature him cleaning out defenses with his middle to deep routes. His yak game off screens means he's going to be an incredible threat off 1st and long after penalties, and 3rd and short plays as well. Antonio Brown's also probably the best toe tapper in the league. We all know Tony toe taps, so having his sideline options open means the Patriots offense won't struggle as much against cover 1 robber the same way it has in past years. And in fact, AB's red zone fade is also a huge deal now, because now with Gronk gone, the Patriots have been desperately looking for someone who can win that 50-50 ball, and Antonio Brown is probably the best guy in the league to run that red zone fade. So to sum up this video, the Patriots have a very real chance of going 19-0 this year. So let's just hope that Daniel Jones doesn't screw things up this time.